And what is going on? All right, there we go. What's going on, guys? EVGA here from SerpentX Special Forces. Gonna go ahead and pop NOS. Actually got a NOS this time. I know past couple of weekends been drinking coffee. This is Caffeine Crypto. I welcome you to join me in a caffeinated beverage of some type. If you already had coffee, great. You're drinking your water before you exercise or whatever you do, great. But yeah, we're gonna talk about some crypto news, crypto mining, Bitcoin primarily. I got a couple of news articles to go over, and then some things to show you guys. Now, I need you to hear me out to the end, especially when it comes to GPU risers, which I want to talk about more towards the end of this video. So stay tuned for that. Also got something from Crypto Mikkel that I want to show you guys. I don't know if he's going to be doing it or providing it out to the community as a whole, but as much as he does for the community, we definitely need to give back to Crypto Mikkel. Stay tuned for that. Make sure you watch to the end if you're watching this after we're done being live. Thank you. Definitely check out all the various outlets and links down below, as well as dogelord.com, which sponsored today's video. And it's because of things like that, right? So dogelord.com, contributions from people like yourself, people who joined the X Special Forces, that I'm able to produce this content. And I really appreciate you first and foremost. So thank you, Crypto Mikkel, Badel. I believe that's how I pronounce it, Crypto Badel. Badel? I don't know. I'm killing myself here. Thomas Jackson, the one guy Oz, Jay Bohannon as always. I love Jay. Shane, what's going on? And Golden Wolf, what's up, buddy? So let's look at some green. So obviously there's some red in there, right? Most of it to me looks like stable coins like DAI, USDT or Tether, USD coin, BitTorrent token, BUSD. So I mean, not all of them are green, but the main essential ones are, right? So Bitcoin had a nice little run up this morning, actually. If we zoom out or zoom in here. So last night, I was watching it. It was sitting around 58. And then, late last night, it just started boom, boom, boom. This is when Asia really takes over at night, the Asia markets. And I know there's a lot of different news that's been out there. I'm not going to be able to cover it all. But like HBC Bank is, not allowing people to people who trade crypto to, I'm not sure the full details. From my understanding is this, the civilians can, but major companies can't. I don't know how that works. I got to look deeper into it. But, when you have negative news such as that come out and Bitcoin does the opposite, right? It doesn't take a hit. That's a good sign, right? So we have Bitcoin decoupling from the traditional stocks. We have Bitcoin, regardless of the negative Nancy's out there, continuing to put in an upward trend. The only concern I have here is we've been around this ballpark before, right? Anytime we get around 6,100, we get denied. We really need to sit below it and then have a big push through to break through that resistance. And unfortunately, every time we got close, right? Like we almost got up to 62,000. Excuse me, if I said 100 earlier, my bad. And we got rejected. 61K rejected, and then here we are again. We pushed past 61K and got rejected. It's like there's a barrier right at 61K, and either we're strong enough to push through it and get to the 62, 63s, or we're just gonna fall right back down. Currently, we're sustaining here, around the 60K barrier or area, but if we don't move soon, we're probably going to get pushed back. But still, you can't look at this chart and tell me that we're not still bullish. And I don't even have all the DCA trading indicators on there. So some of the other altcoins are also obviously riding the high. When Bitcoin was sitting there consolidating, most of our altcoins pumped. XRP is over $1. Yay. I really don't, it doesn't really matter to me about XRP. I'm sure there's a lot of people that want XRP to succeed. Congratulations, I'm happy for you, but to me, it's not one of the assets that I really am profound in. I'm happy about BNB because, again, I accumulated BNB through trades, like automated trades over time. It's not a lot of BNB, but still, $400 for when BNB was traded around $20. That's pretty good. I say that's pretty good. I do release videos, by the way, for members only. And then some of those videos either turn into, are eventually released to the general public on YouTube, or they're just behind the scenes stuff that only members can get. So if you're a member, make sure you check that out. I'm not sure if you get notified because it says like create a post about it every time I do it. I'm still trying to figure out that members only post. But yeah, definitely keep an eye out for that because it should be seen by everybody, but only members can see it. And I'm trying to, make the membership something that people want to get into, and I'm working on that. So my apologies if it's not up to par with, the people that got millions of subs. Stellar Lumen's doing pretty good. Tezos up to $6. Filecoin is interesting to me because something's going to happen soon with Filecoin. You'll see that in an upcoming article. Richard Todd, thank you, sir, for the $9.99. I will buy more NOS with it. Speaking of which, NOS. All right, hang on. Let me bring you face to face here. I'm going to be at Formula Drift Orlando in May. All right, NOS? I want to talk to you, one of your marketing people, about a sponsorship. I know you only sponsor sports and stuff like that, but there's no reason why you can't hook a brother up with some more NOS for every one of these shows, because I've been drinking one pretty much on every show. Anyways, and by the way, that weekend I will not be. I'll see if I can do Caffeine and Crypto, but I'm gonna be at the track, so I don't know if I can. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So cryptocurrency market value tops $2 trillion for the first time as Ethereum hits record high. Now keep in mind this article was April 6th. We today, I believe, broke past that actual record. So April 6th. Yeah, we broke past that record. So April 6th, 21, what did they say? 2151. And today we got all the way up to almost 2200. Not too shabby whatsoever. 2200. So Ethereum's pumping. There's a lot of things that have been changing. You know how the crypto mining community feels about it. But obviously the VCs and the traders and the DeFi space still believe that Ethereum is going to be pumping to the moon. And obviously that's bringing in a lot of attention. The value of the cryptocurrency market topped $2 trillion for the first time on Monday. Ether hit the all-time high of 2151 on Tuesday. And the Ethereum blockchain behind Ether is seen as a key platform for the so-called decentralized or DeFi space, applications, and non-fungible tokens or NFTs. Bitcoin, the biggest digital currency, accounts for 50% of the entire cryptocurrency market capitalization and has been a big driver behind the move towards the 1 trillion. Now let's go to CoinMarketCap real quick and see where do we normally see it? I can't believe I forgot. My brain's not working. Wow. Where do we? Somebody give me the link real quick to where we see market cap. Like how much is the percentage that Bitcoin has over the altcoins? Somebody throw me the link. Crypto McKellar, like I can't. My brain just drew a blank for some reason. What the heck's going on? See, I didn't have my coffee yet, so I need to drink more. But I think the market capitalization has been slowly draining from Bitcoin and going towards the altcoins, which is why we're seeing these altcoins pumping, which I'm okay with. I am so okay with it. Limitless Combo asks, what is your favorite drift car? JZX 100s or importable by the end of the year? Dude, JZX 100 is my buddy Ed. I believe you guys seen him in a past video. That is his favorite car. I actually used to have an FDRX7. Single turbo. That was one of my favorite cars. Now my favorite drift toy car was the 240SX with the SR20 motor. That was really fun for me, but obviously the chassis are getting expensive, the motors are getting expensive, and it's becoming completely I'm unable to get the car that I really would like. But the 350Zs are very easy. You know, they are able to, you're able to find them. They sound like crap, the VQs, but you are able to turn them into a drift car. But RX-7 would be my dream car. If I could get that back, that's my Eleanor, like Gone in 60 Seconds. The 240SX was one of my funnest drift cars ever. And, you know, of course, I would take an R33, R34 any time of the day. The new GTRs are cool, but, you know, to really, they're not really for drifting. They're more for straight line or half-mile events, in my opinion, or tracking, like, you know, if you're doing time attack. I would like to build a time attack car, but we'll see what the cryptocurrency gets up to. So anyways, little car talk for you guys. I am a car enthusiast, and I am totally okay with it. So I appreciate the question. Bitcoin, yada yada, accounts for 50% of the cryptocurrency market capitalization. Bitcoin's rallied over 100% this year alone and has helped drive the cryptocurrency market higher. Last month, it hit a record of 61,000, yada yada yada. Okay, whatever. All right, so Bitcoin interest. Bitcoin still remains the powerhouse of the cryptocurrency market, and over the last few months saw a big increase in interest among companies and large institutional investors. Tesla and Square among a handful of companies that have purchased Bitcoin. Meanwhile, major investment banks are exploring ways to allow clients to get involved with digital asset investments. In March, CNBC reported that Morgan Stanley became the first major U.S. bank to offer its wealth management clients access to Bitcoin funds. They also reported that last month that Goldman Sachs is gearing up to launch its first investment vehicles for Bitcoin and other digital assets to clients of its private wealth management group. So private wealth management group, that basically means the elite are going to have access to being able to use their services to trade in digital assets and stuff like that, or some type of management portfolio. For me and you, it's going to be up to us to, you know, as the retail investors, so to speak, to buy, sell, and trade through various exchanges and stuff like that. But see, the problem is not all exchanges has all the cryptocurrencies we want. And not all exchanges are supported in our country. So you have to find ways around that, which there are ways, but I'm not going to talk about it in this video, or probably in any video because I don't want to get in trouble. But there are ways around those restrictions. The problem is reporting those assets. You know, what is the IRS going to say? I would recommend always reporting your cryptocurrency assets, especially for tax purposes. I linked in Twitter where like a couple, like, what was it? I have to go and find it, but like you can include all of your assets and it will, you know, have a little portfolio or sheet for you to see all your cryptocurrencies, trade, stuff like that, and you can just send that off to them. However, Satoshi's vision, not Bitcoin SV, but Satoshi's vision of Bitcoin was the people's, in my opinion, the way I see it, the people's money. And now we got all this institutional investment, 1%, the wealthy, trying to accumulate as much as possible. And the generic populace, or the people like you and me at home working our 9 to 5, busting our rear ends, are not going to be able to accumulate as much because we got these people trying to scoop it up as much as possible. In some cases, as Crypto Mikkel pointed out to me, they're selling more than what is actually being mined. So we're going to see how things pan out in the future. But it's still going to be bullish for the Bitcoin price. It's just a matter of us stacking those sats, as I mentioned before. Let me check chat here. Yeah, it is CoinMarketCap. So where am I missing it? Global, yada yada. They changed it on me. I don't usually use this thing. But isn't there a way to see, hang on, ranking? No, that was the same thing. Global charts. I wanted to know what the dominance, the Bitcoin dominance was. And they usually have that, but I don't see it anymore. Oh, it's up here. Duh? 54.8. So remember when Bitcoin was really, wow, ETH gas is 126. That's actually a lot lower than recently. So it's 106 for slow, 126 standard, and 136 fast. That's cool. That's cool. All right. So yeah, up here, my apologies. And they actually have ETH dominance. ETH dominance is up to 12.1%. Let's look at this. So you remember back in 2017, look at this chart. All right. So we see here in 2017, you can see that the altcoins almost surpassed Bitcoin. Obviously, we got a long ways to go now, but you can see how Bitcoin is coming down while the altcoins are rising up. Now, what is the theory behind that? My theory, personally, is that they're seeing a lot of institutional investors, VCs, and even retail investors like myself and you know, y'all. Did I just say y'all? Dang, southern drawl is coming out, man. I'm from New York, and I freaking lost all my New Yorker accent, man. I don't even know what that was, but I was not a New Yorker accent. Anyways, point being is we're seeing high gains or possibilities. You know, whether the project is reporting stuff on Twitter or, you know, got this great thing coming out, we see the possibilities with these altcoins. So we're going to these altcoins, exchanging Bitcoin into these altcoins, and that's taken away from Bitcoin. Hopefully to get those gains, but then people, including the VCs and the wealthy and retailers, are going to wind up exchanging those altcoins. Once they take profits, exchanging those altcoins to Bitcoin and then back to fiat or keeping it in Bitcoin. So we'll see how things go. But yeah, Bitcoin dominance is dropping down and Ethereum dominance is actually growing. At the peak here, so peak in 2017, Ethereum dominance was at 30%. Nice. Most recently, Ethereum hit 16.51, and we haven't even got to June or the upcoming, you know, situation. Max voltage, I don't know if I'll be able to go for 2 hours because I do need to record my video. We'll see how things go. Because I did this live stream the other day on the RX 6700 XT. But yeah, this is my best day to record content because the wife's not here. I don't have a studio. I don't have my own place to do everything. So if I can, in between the end of the stream at 1 p.m. till the Aeon poker tournament, I'm going to try to record content. I need to eat something, so I don't know. We'll see. I have not eaten yet. I need to. But yeah, I mean, the RX 6700 XT, to me, just to be brutally honest with you, is not something I would build an entire rig out of. That's just me. I know other people have. I would let the gamers have that card. Just let them have it. Get the 6800 if you really want. Because again, the 6800 XT and the 6800 are pretty much the same, just like the 5700 XT. Obviously, there's some differences. If we had the more power tool, then that might change everything. We might be able to unlock the 6700 XT and stuff like that, but I bumped into a bunch of issues from drivers and stuff like that, which will be covered in a summary video that I would like to work on today. I don't know if I'll be able to do it. We'll see how things go. Anyways, moving on. If you need to get my attention, do me a favor and send me a super chat or at me. But I appreciate everybody hanging out. Chancoin, did you change your name? /CC, Chancoin? You were on the right page. Look at the top of the coin. Yeah, see? Yeah. You guys are smarter than I am. That's why I love you guys. Appreciate it. Tech Man, I hope you feel better, bud. I don't know why you feel horrible, but whatever it is, I wish you the best, and I hope you feel better. Roman, what's up, bud? Umit, thank you for stopping by. All right, good deal. Yeah, so max voltage. If you want to do a stream from 1 to 2, go for it. If you want to do a stream from 1 to 2, go for it. All right, let's continue on. So this article came out today. All right, this article came out today and it's a little bit more accurate. You know, Bitcoin price shoots past 60K again. Ethereum hits a new all-time high. Yada yada yada. I already talked to you about that. So you know, Bitcoin nears the all-time high of 61,712 early Sunday, while Ethereum, or Saturday, excuse me, set a new all-time high of 2190. Well, we saw 2197, so or at least that's what I saw. Obviously, some exchanges reported higher or lower than the others. According to CoinDesk, Bitcoin's price page, the leading cryptocurrency, traded above 60K for the first time in nearly a month after spending weeks, kind of trading sideways between 52K to the 50K. Bitcoin's pullback marginally after peaking around 60, close to 61K, though remains above the psychological marker as of press time. Meanwhile, Ethereum, the second largest cryptocurrency by market cap, came close to 2,200 just days after breaching the 2,100 for the barrier for the first time. While it's unclear if there's a causation, the price action comes just days before the leading U.S. exchange, Coinbase, begins trading on the Nasdaq in one of the crypto industry's most anticipated events. A sign of maturing market. The listing will likely give Wall Street traders their most accessible bet yet on the growth in the space. Bitcoin bulls were further bolstered on Friday by the idea that the exchange traded fund ETF with exposure to the digital asset space might be approved in 2021 after the SEC confirmed it was reviewing ETF giants Wisdom Tree's application. So we got a lot of bullish things happening in the space. The government needs to continue to regulate but not stifle innovation. That's the key there. They need to not get in the way of growth. For some reason, I'm not sure if the stream is dropping. I might have to tell my son to get off whatever heck he's on. He leaves like 10,000 applications open. I'm the type of person, like on my phone or computer, if I'm not using it, it's closed. Right? But if you got a bunch of background apps running in the background just leeching bandwidth, that's just stupid. And plus Comcast owes me money because they're not giving me the speeds that I'm paying for. So I'm going to have a little talk with them. Again, so Coinbase IPO is coming out soon. The new constructs, an investment firm, estimates the U.S. cryptocurrency exchange valuation should be near to $18.9 billion. Delphi Digital, a digital asset research firm, calculates the Coinbase valuation between $160 billion to $230 billion if the stock can command above average price multiples. Earlier this week, the brokerage firm D.A. Davidson estimated the market cap of $90 billion. Now, crypto exchange FTX has already tried to capitalize on the speculation fervor around the Coinbase stock debut by listing a pre-IPO contract designed to allow the market participants to bet on the initial share price. It is up about 16% for the month to date to a value of $499, implying a valuation of around $103 billion, assuming an estimated 266.2 million shares outstanding. Again, all the articles that I put in these videos will always be in the links down below if you want to continue to read some more. But there's a lot of hype around the Coinbase IPO. I'm looking to dabble, to be completely honest. But I don't keep all my funds on a Coinbase. So if you paid attention to any of the videos in my throughout my channel, past or present, I always advise to make sure that you're not keeping your digital assets on an exchange all the time in case that exchange gets hacked, it goes down, it gets regulated into the ground, whatever it may be. You don't want to lose access to your funds. You always want to keep it in a wallet, which you own the private keys to, not your keys, not your coins. All right, so according to the new contracts or constructs, Coinbase will need to produce compound annual revenue growth of 50% over the next 7 years, yet Nasdaq's greatest 10-year revenue growth rate was only 21%. So is Coinbase going to set some records? That's what we're going to have to figure out. That's seriously, we'll have to wait and see, to be completely honest. Roman, thank you so much. What Aeon wallet are you using? I'm actually using I'm using the Aeon wallet. Like I'm using the Aeon wallet, but I combine it with the Ledger. Like the actual Aeon desktop wallet is the one that I'm using. But I use that combined with the Ledger, and then I do what I need to. You know, set it up for staking, whatever. Yashnik's got my Aeon address. He's good peoples. Which, by the way, if you guys, I'm sure you guys know. I'm sure most of you know there's a poker tournament going on, and there's a lot of prizes up for grabs. You know, whether it's apparel from dogelord.com or, you know, simple 500 Aeon for knocking somebody out like myself or any of the other content creators, you know, that's pretty decent. Like if we go look at, let's go look at Aeon real quick. I mean, I thought Aeon one point in time at 41 cents. What is it at now? 46 cents. All right, so let me do some math for you guys real quick. 500 Aeon, right? Times 46 cents. That's 230 bucks, guys. And you could get multiple by knocking out multiple people. And obviously when you place, you know, the top 30 or whatever, The prize pool is out there. You guys should definitely check it out. I lost 2 viewers just by mentioning Aeon. You guys suck. Anyways, moving on. Bitcoin is 0. Do you guys think that Bitcoin will ever go to 0? You can group tabs together too, by the way. With, what is it? Search tabs. Do you guys think that Bitcoin will go to 0? Do you think, I'm going to say this again, do you think Bitcoin will go to 0? Right now in the live chat. Yes or no or maybe. Those are your 3 options to say. Well, obviously you can say more than that. I'm not trying to be an a-hole. I'm just saying, like, do you really believe Bitcoin would go to 0? Not while this Redditor has anything to say about it. So on our Bitcoin, a subreddit yesterday, Reddit user substantial ad 5012, okay, posted a thread titled, Bitcoin would never go to 0 in my lifetime. Why? Because I am willing and able to buy all the Bitcoin ever mined at 1 cent each. The user explained, adding, so the next time the Bitcoin skeptics brings up Bitcoin going to 0 argument, just let them know that a random Reddit guy on the internet said he will not let that happen. I'm pretty sure none of us will. To be honest, if Bitcoin was going down like... Alright, so the lowest we saw in the most recent time was $3,200. I know everybody was buying that. If not buying that, we were mining it, right? I was buying it for sure. And I talked about this story many of times. I was sitting there at my son's performance for school, and I got notifications, and the stock markets and Bitcoin and the cryptos were just going down. I was like, buy, okay. And went down, buy, down some more, buy again, and just buying little bits, right? Stack them sats. But I really like to, I rather mine than trade, but then I take what I mine and I trade with it to try to accumulate more Satoshis. And that's really the game. CoinGecko estimates the total number of Bitcoins mined since the Genesis block is around 18,677,925. It's unlikely, in an unlikely event that Bitcoin does in fact drop to 1 cent, it would cost a mere $187,000 to pick up every coin in circulation, not accounting for the fact that we believe 20% are inaccessible. And out of that 20% that are gone forever, unfortunately, I am a part of it. I'm probably like 0.02% of it, but I'm part of it. Savage Mind with the $10 dono, man. Thank you, appreciate it, man. Good morning to you, sir. Good morning to you, good sir. Thomas Jackson's like, meh, meh, meh. When will Ethereum mining end? Well, and it looks like the end of 2021, to be honest. We got things happening during the summer. London happening. London Bridge is falling down. That's going to, of course, reduce profits. It's not going to reduce gas or fees. We talked about many of this conversation a lot, so it may not be as incentivized to mine Ethereum. People may flock to other projects like I have already. But as far as Ethereum mining being completely unmineable, which is funny, because I have a video coming out soon about that exact topic. Excuse me, the keyword unmineable. But crypto mining will always be around, right? You can always mine other digital assets and then convert it to Ethereum and get more Ethereum. So it's just a matter of when it's going to be the final day or block height in which Ethereum is no longer mineable. I don't have that exact time frame, but it's looking like towards the end of 2021. Obviously, they sped up things because they took what the miners were trying to do in a more negative light than what we were trying to accomplish. But yeah, that thing blew up out of proportion. Let's not dive back into it. Over the years, many old world financial personalities have forecast Bitcoin's eventual demise, including gold evangelist Peter Schiff. In 2020, Jim Rogers, a notable investor, said he expects the future price of $0 for BTC. In 2018, Bill Harris, the former CEO of PayPal, also predicted a $0 price tag. Additionally, Distributed Labs CEO Pavel Kravenchko said Bitcoin could become worthless, although his stance was contingent upon certain conditions. All right. So this Redditor is willing to buy up all the Bitcoin if it gets down that low. Entrepreneur All-Star Malene, Alistair Malene, oh my God, I'm killing these names, has also expressed similar intentions in the past, as demonstrated by his 18.52 million BTC buy order last year. In 2020, after March crypto market crash, Binance CEO, CZ, also tweeted about the asset not hitting zero due to the intent to buy before then. Other factors that could lead to a total price depreciation for Bitcoin includes attacks on the global power grid or the deconstruction of all technology on Earth. The asset does have some safeguards in place in the event of a cataclysmic disaster, however, including a satellite-based system that maintains Bitcoin's blockchain. So, likelihood, not happening. Not happening. All right. I'm going to show this because I agree with Mr. Zoltrak. So Bitcoin miners are again stacking them sats. And by the way, I got to plug it, guys. I got to plug it. I'm sorry. Shameless plug. Stack them sats. Okay? Keep doing it. Damn it. So Bitcoin miners, and again, most of us are GPU miners, so we're not mining Bitcoin directly. Some of us may have ASICs that may be mining Bitcoin, but you know, some big ones sold, right? Because they need to make up for the cost in electricity, yada yada yada. Obviously, it costs money. Man, this thing makes me burp. It costs money, so they gotta pay for the warehouse, the electricity, the internet, all that stuff. So yeah. This article, I'm not going to really go too deep into. It's quite tedious. But let me see. I didn't highlight anything on here. But let's just read through a couple things. So blockchain data shows Bitcoin miners are accumulating coins and adding bullish pressure into the market for the first time since December. Analytics from Glassnode's miner position change metric, which shows the 30-day change in the supply held in miners' address, recently turned positive in a sign of renewed holding by those responsible for making coins. The balance held in miner wallets have increased by 4,435 to 1.8 million over the past 2 weeks. Miners now have a net accumulation of liquid assets as they have enough cash in reserve to run their future operations, having liquidated holdings when Bitcoin price was between 20 to 40K. Don't they wish they held on? But they some of them can't, right? Because their bills are due, right? The bills are not going, hey, okay, just give me a few months. You know, Bitcoin might go to 50K and I'll pay you then. No, they you know, you got to pay, you know, whoever the property, if you're renting, you got to pay for electricity, you got to pay for the internet, you know, you got to pay your employees if you have a big operation. So you got to sell some every now and then, but at least they have accumulated enough to, you know, kind of help them out with their operations over time as they see what Bitcoin does. Now, if they're not selling at 60K and Bitcoin goes back down to 40, they're going to be kicking themselves in the teeth. But hey, it's good to see that, you know, everybody is on the same page, right? We're trying to stack them sats, and because we believe that cryptocurrency, blockchain technology is here to stay for one, but also that we believe in Bitcoin as a whole. Now, the belief in Bitcoin, in my eyes, is also belief in all cryptocurrency. Now, that view may be incorrect, but that is my view. All of these cryptocurrencies have the various projects, developers, and people involved all have a different vision. But ultimately, that vision all leads in the same direction. They may have different ways of getting to that particular point in time, but it's all going the same way. We're all moving the same way, so to speak. There's projects that I really like, which again I mentioned in my my video for members only. If you guys want to see it, you can go to the community tab, I believe, and see it, but you won't be able to play it unless you're a member. However, what I'm curious about is should I release it to the general public or just leave it for members? Because I don't have that many members, but what I do have, I really appreciate, and I want to give them content that is exclusively for them. At the same time, I want to show in this video, I talk about the crypto assets that I'm trying to maintain or hang on to, and I'm not sure if that's of interest because they're mostly miners. I'm not sure how many of you actually trade, but yeah. I wanted to show you this. I didn't click any articles or links or anything like that because I wanted to show that, a gaming company, the Nine, is buying up Bitcoin mining machines. And then we got BlockCap, who opens up an HQ or headquarters in Texas to add more ASICs. What's happening here is the US and much of these organizations are seeing, whoa, why does China have everything? Why does China have most of the hash rate and most of the Bitcoin mining is happening in China? Why aren't we getting in there? And that's because everybody's uncertain about the regulation and how the government's going to proceed, but also it might be cheaper there. Cheaper electricity, cheaper everything, which is why you see people flock to these other countries. But, the U.S. wants to bring stuff home and, not only manufacture stuff here, like we got the EV sector, companies trying to build batteries here, and the administration is trying to add more money into infrastructure, into the EVs, whether it's charging stations, batteries, or producing the materials ourselves. But, people are trying to bring Bitcoin mining home and let the U.S. have a stronghold or grasp in the space. Not everything needs to be in China. And I respect China because they're going through an industrial age and they're actually doing really well for themselves as a whole. Not only are they leading in EV, they're making progress in global warming. And I know this topic's maybe a little bit political and I don't like politics, but China is actually doing well. And I understand that some people look at China and think like, well, that's crap. But they actually are doing well. The question is when is the U.S. going to continue to be the leader in everything? And maybe not everything, but like in some of the technology space, the EV space, global warming, optimizations, trying to improve reduce our carbon emissions and impact on the atmosphere. Because regardless if you believe in global warming or not, you got to believe that as we grow in a world, we're going to, one, run out of resources, and two, by using all those resources, cause a devastating impact on the world. So either we need to figure out how to populate and kind of terraform other planets, or we need to figure out how to reserve what we have and use it, appropriately, and stop wasting stuff, wasting food, throwing plastic in the ocean, stuff like that. I know I got really off topic there, and I'm sorry, but we as a human race need to coalesce together to accomplish things and not fight each other, which is really hard to actually do. Easy to say, hard to do, especially because there's a lot of people out there that just won't do it, just won't get along with your neighbor. So Silent Crash and NFTs, all right? So NFT space has been popping for quite some time. I did an NFT and it didn't look like it got any attention. I think I did like one of my tweets on Valuable, but it didn't really get any attention, so I didn't really bother. But I mean, people have been making millions of dollars on this stuff, and I even featured some of the sports sports personalities that are dabbling in NFTs and making good money. All right, so let's see here. I'm gonna try to blow through this. I got 20 minutes. All right. Hang on, I'm gonna go through the comments real quick. Let's see here. Chris Kell, is it bad to know how to play poker? I don't know how to play poker. No, go for it, man. Go for it. Somebody's asking, what do I know, or what do I think about something? Hang on. I'm gonna look it up right now. So, by the way, if you want like the basics of looking up tokens, are you talking about this FEG token? Doesn't have much data on it. It's on Uniswap. PancakeSwap as well. I mean, the thing with Uniswap and DeFi tokens is a lot of them can actually pump just because they're in that platform, which is a little bit ironic to me. The main idea behind FEG is to provide a decentralized transaction network which operates on the Ethereum blockchain. The path forward in FEG is to determine the market fluctuations, but the model it runs on begs FEG to succeed. I can't really comment on it, but what I do is I look at the overview, right? So it's ranked 2586. I look at the markets to see where they're at. It's also on 1inch. MetaMask, Trust Wallet. I look at the socials to see how active they're being, but I can't really say much. So the volume's increased. We don't know the full market cap yet. When did this come out? February 4th. Okay, so since the 4th, it's been on a increase. Obviously, it's dipping down right this moment, but I mean, that's a lot less than most of the other altcoins. I wouldn't bet the house on it, but I would have to do some more research. But I always, if I see a token, I look at those couple things, and then I dive deeper into the overall asset to see what does it benefit, what is the real world use case, and stuff like that. Do you sell your ETH? Not a coat says, do you sell your ETH besides for bills? Because if I sell half slowly when there is a huge breakout or run. So I don't sell. I sold some of my ETH to help buy the hardware in which I'm using to produce content for you guys, because I'm trying to improve the content quality to entice new viewers, get new subscribers, stuff like that. So I'm investing in myself to help, invest in you guys. But besides that, I participate in dApps and DeFi and stuff like that. So I do hang on to most of it. But I don't use it to pay bills. I should, but I don't. I don't have a big operation though. So I just eat the cost of electricity every month because I'm trying to stack those sats. So I want to mine with the RX 580. What is the best driver for it? Oh, dude, Anthony's Tech. There's something I bumped into with the 6700 XT and the 6800 XT when I try to add it to my mix rig, which has one RX 590, same as the 580. The drivers that make the 6800 and 6700 XT work omits the 590. There's a kernel error that happens with the latest drivers. It's almost as if in the latest drivers they basically pushed the 590 and 580 back. However, what I found to be the best is not the old school blockchain driver, but a specific driver. You got to find it though. I'm not sure if AMD took it down. If you look through my videos where I talk about the best driver, you're looking for the April release of 21.4.2, I believe. It's in the link. It's in the link on one of my videos, but 21.4.2, I believe, is what it is. Let's go look it up real quick. That's the one that I found not only the best for the 5700s, but for the 590 and which consequently means the 580 as well. Let's go look. When you go look up drivers, by the way, scroll down and look for previous drivers. And then here's where you're going to find stuff. Let's see here. 20. Dang it. They took it away. I have it, and it's in one of my videos. If you look up, best AMD driver or maybe like the RX 5700, you should see it. Take a look for that. But that's the one that I found, 21.4.2. All right, everybody's doing good. All right, you guys are doing good. No problem, Bill Cooper. Thank you. All right, so let's run through this NFT stuff. So while fungible tokens trading on centralized and decentralized exchanges have significant transparency regarding price movements, non-fungible tokens can be harder to track because the illiquid nature. Gauging the sentiment of the overall market for a project can be difficult. A dynamic that has led one eGirl Capital member, Muni, to dub NFT corrections silent crashes. In a silent crash, speculators might even be aware that might not even be aware that one is underway. Buyers simply evaporate and sellers fail to move their wares. However, metrics such as a floor price, the lowest price at which the NFT can be bought for a particular project, as well as a total volume, can indicate that a bull is turning into a bear. Yeah, 20.4.2. Thank you. B. Kelly just corrected me. Anthony. 20.4.2, not 21. 20.4.2. I have it linked in one of my videos. I also have, there's the April that I like, but I also have the May. I need to upload that one as well. All right, so CryptoPunks, among the earliest and most popular NFT projects for the collectors, have seen over 40% decrease in floor price to 14 ETH, roughly $28,000 at the time of publication. The price capitulation has led to some on-chain horror stories today, such as one speculator who sold a punk for 16 ETH after purchasing it for 25.5, and another that sold for 27.9 after a 42 ETH purchase. And that's what drove some of these prices up. It's not so much that people are super interested in these NFTs, it's that they know somebody will pay outrageous prices for it, so they go and try to get it and then resell it. CryptoPunks aren't the only high-profile project experiencing a market-wide correction either. Data from evaluate.market shows that the sale volumes in multiple price categories for NBA Top Shot have declined since February 22nd's peak. Now, a Top Shot enthusiast, Jordan, says that the market has been trending downward since February 22nd. It seems like there are two types of sellers. One, the investor who got in early and wants to cash out with the exponential profit. Two, the investor who bought at or near the top and can't stomach to watch their investment lose value by the day. And here's the chart. And you can see here, we peaked around the 22nd and we've been on this downward trend. It's a market correction, and we knew this was coming. If you were in the NFT space, you should have known this was coming. But Jordan ultimately thinks this is a healthy short-term pullback. So the NFT space is not dead. It's just it got so crazy that there was bound to be a correction, and it's still crazy. It still blows my mind the amount of money that people are making off of these. But whatever. All right, so I want to wrap up things here, but I got one more article that I want to lead into and then share our good buddies info. 500 million people just had their Facebook data leaked. I'm not going to read everything about this article. If you want to read more, please check out the links in the description. But 533 million Facebook records were just leaked for free. This means that if you had a Facebook account, it is extremely likely that your phone number used for the account was leaked. I have yet to see Facebook acknowledging this absolute negligence of our data. And you can see here, our data is out there, guys, unfortunately. Now, this is not new. Our data, to me, has been out there for quite some time. Why do I say that? Well, have you seen an increase in the amount of emails, spam or otherwise, and the amount of phone calls, telemarketers or otherwise, that have increased in recent years? Well, why is that? Well, I have one theory. Ever since the jerk from the FCC has made strides in the government space, companies like the ISPs that we hire to give us internet are able to sell our data. They're able to find the highest bidder and sell it. And that's just caused this craziness where all our data is out there, and in order to get our money or our interest or whatever it may be, they're trying to spam us with emails, text, and phone calls. Well, I want to mention this, and this is, because of situations like this, projects mentioned by like SonOfATech, who talk with Mike about it, are going to really take off. And the video is linked down in the description, but he talks with Mike about, it's your data, get paid for it. If these companies are making money selling your data, why can't we make money selling our data? and we can choose to sell our data or not. But a project like Tiki, which I haven't done a lot of research into, I was listening to this while SonOfATech was going through the process with Mike, and he was talking to Mike Audi here, which is the CEO. But Tiki's mission, it says here, is we're building a fair, user-centric, decentralized system, giving you, the users, control over your data. It's your data. You deserve the right to see, control, and monetize it. Your data does not belong to corporations, Tiki included. We build tools to protect users from exploitation, greed, carelessness. We build tools to empower users. Now, there's a bunch of in between fine print that I really want to know about, as in you're saying you're giving us control of our data and we can monetize it, but what are you doing with the data? Do you see the data? There's a couple things, and I think SonOfATech does a really good job of asking questions in this video, so you guys want to check that out. But it's because of situations like this that projects like Tiki are going to be growing in the space, because it's getting absolutely crazy out there. Our data's out there. People are taking advantage of it. I'm getting tired of the calls. I'm still getting calls for a car that I sold 8 years ago. I don't want a warranty for a car that I don't own anymore. Stop calling me. But unfortunately, this is the world we live in. So you got to be very careful, right? If somebody's pretending to be me in the comments down below, don't trust it. Okay? You know it's me. Right? I usually just respond to questions. If somebody has a question, I respond back. I don't respond, hey, thanks for the comment. Hit me up on Telegram, WhatsApp, send me 2 ETH. No, man. If you want to send me ETH, it's in a link in the description below. If you want to send me any cryptocurrency, it's in a link in the description below. I would not talk to you and ask you for anything. Now, I will say, if there's a giveaway, and you'll know it's legit, because I would probably do it through Gleam, or I do it live through this. Anyways, it's your data. Protect it. Don't fall for scams. Point being. Now, CoinDar, there's other websites like this that tell you what's coming up. But if you're in all these projects, it's really hard to keep up with what's going on. I would suggest looking at CoinDar or websites that of equivalent nature every once in a while to keep an eye on things. Like Polkadot has the Chainlink Hackathon on April 11th. We got PundyX, April 12th, was doing a coin burn. BitTorrent token is going to get listed on Narcasa. Haven launches new assets. Filecoin has a hard fork on the 12th. Mainnet for Harmony launches. You should be paying attention to the various cryptocurrencies and projects that you're in. I know I said in the past that the people who buy and hodl will actually outperform the people that buy into the market or try to find the best time to buy and sell in the market. That's true, but you should at least pay attention to your crypto assets to keep in line with everything. For example, Flux was one with the snapshot and everything that I didn't do my due diligence and keep up on, but thanks to people in the space like Crypto Mikkel giving me a heads up, I was able to catch it and do what I need to. So cryptocurrency is doing well. Let's switch on over here real quick and wrap up this video. First off, I want to show you guys what Crypto Mikkel so kindly provided. So first off, little DCA 3D printed object. I got 2 of them. I got blue and yellow. Got some stickers. But here's the thing that I really like. I asked him to make this for me, and I'm not sure if he's got the materials to make it, but I really am interested in it. So this is a riser clip. It's a 3D printed riser clip. And what it does is it actually it clips onto the riser to hold it on. I have to show, I'll make a quick video about it, but if he's available and he has the materials and you guys want one, I would suggest communicating with him or let me know and I'll get with him. And if there's a way that we can print these out and you guys, hook them up with a little bit of crypto here and there, I don't see any reason why you can't. But I have to show you guys what this actually does on the riser. I didn't have the link pulled up. I should have had the link pulled up. But that was very kind of him. I basically gave him the file, or I provided the file because it was in Brandon Coin Discord. and then he was able to print it out and send it to me. Now, the next thing is GPU risers, and I'm going to switch over to something that might have some music, so bear with me. GPU risers, first off, I want to say something. I know there was quite a few that I've heard that were having issues with supply, okay? They were being told that they're going to get their shipment on X date and didn't come. Then they were told it was going to come on this day, that didn't come, and it just got delayed and delayed. Supply is gone to crap everywhere, okay? Supply has gone to crap everywhere. It's impacting everything from cars to technology. So one, be patient, but two, communicate with them. And I know sometimes you may communicate with them and you may not get a response right away, and I can't speak for them because I am not GPU risers, okay? But you know, if you see something out of line, maybe hit me up in Discord, and I would do my best to facilitate some type of support for you guys. I know there's delays in the supply chain. I think that's being rectified. There's some changes being made that this thing has been talking to me about, and he's doing the best he can. All right, you guys just got to be patient. And also, if there's any issues, communicate with them. If you communicate with them and you don't hear anything back, feel free to hit me up. I don't represent GPU risers, but they're pretty good risers. I even think I've seen some people have issues with the risers. With these new ones, you definitely want to make sure that the GPU is clipped all the way on to prevent any type of issues. Now, these are expensive, yes, okay? These are a little bit more costly than the Amazon, you know, well, the Amazon ones have gone up in price too. But I like the white PCB. The solder joints are thicker. Of course, this USB cable looks about the same size or anything like that. But just look at this riser. So 6-pin here, or wherever this finger is. So 2 6-pins, a Molex, USB. And I really like the design, but again, I don't represent them. And if you have issues with them, communicate. If you have issues and you don't get any response or communication, feel free to hit me up. This thing's doing the best he can, and you know, he communicates with me about things. Now, if you go to gpurisers.com, because I'm trying to wrap up things here, and I'll check chat before we leave. If you go to gpurisers.com, I believe there's a coupon code that you can use to check out with my name on it. The question is I got to find it. So let me try typing it in real quick. Let's see here. View cart. What is it? Is it Serpent? You can use Red Panda too. There you go. So Serpent. If you use coupon code Serpent, not SerpentX, but just Serpent, you can see that you get some money off. $6.50 off of this one pack, and I think you get more as you add. And of course, the price is high, but if we go to Amazon, like I said, GPU risers prices have increased a lot. Look at that, 60 bucks, 52, 59. So they used to be a lot cheaper, like 20, 30 bucks, but now even these have increased. And I've actually had issues with some of these. Some of these would be dead on arrival, or they'd be some no-name brand. I do like Ubit, I do like FebSmart, but I need 6 pins in my life. I can't do Molex and I can't do SATA. I do not trust it. I need 6 pins total throughout risers, everything. So yeah, I just want to make sure and clear the air there, because a number of people have hit me up about GPU risers, the delays, and I've seen some posts. So I just want to make sure that you guys know that I don't represent them, but if you have issues, feel free to communicate with them. If you don't get a response, communicate with me, and I'll do my best to help you out. So let me check chat real quick. I was once told by an old man, you are only as young as you feel. Then I had to take his hand off my... Tech man. All right, so Max Voltage, are you going on next? Dude card. All right, you guys are good. Anybody remember dial-up? I used to have dial-up. Get on that AOL, hit the girls up in that AIM. Hey girl, how you doing? AIM chat. What you guys know about that? Some. I know most of y'all should be in my generation, but we'll see. We'll see how things go. All right, so riser slipping out, burning the GPU motherboard have been making me nervous since I started mining. Yeah, so that could help in with any riser. The thing is you got to make sure it's completely on there. If you have it slightly off, especially at the front where it's getting the... So these front pins, let me switch view here. And I need to wrap this up. But these front pins, if you see it, right? So you got that slit in the middle, the long PCI connection. This right here is where you're going to be drawing your power. All right? If that is slipped out a little bit and it's got a short, that can burn up your GPU. This will short the riser, and the riser will catch fire and of course cause issues. And you just gotta be careful. You gotta take your time, build the rig, double check everything. You know, measure twice, cut once. But again, just communicate with them. If you have issues, communicate with me. I'll see what I can do for you. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me today, guys. Do me a favor. Hit the like button on the way out. Subscribe for more content like this. Definitely check out the links in the description below if you need. I have my recommended hardware down there, but the problem is that the prices are ridiculous, and then the links lead to like some jerk that raised the price up by 300%. So just be smart about it. If you're interested in the articles and want to read more, feel free to check those out. Continue to stack those sats, and don't forget to check out dogelord.com, which sponsored today's video. And I'm gonna get out of your hair. And I appreciate everybody who stopped by today. So Max Voltage is coming on next. Let's go find him real quick. I should be subscribed to you, Max. There you are. All right. T-Rex new release motherboard mining settings. All right. If you're ready to go, Max Voltage, you're up to 400 subscribers. Good job. I'm going to go ahead and share this link in the live chat. If you guys care to hang out, go for it. Don't forget the Aeon poker tournament coming up at around 3 o'clock my time. I would try to live stream it, but we'll see. I look forward to getting my butt whooped and you guys getting some really great prizes. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me, the support you provided, the people that are the members. You guys take care of yourself. Stay safe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care, guys.